went out on a trail one morning by myself. We went out in separate directions. Walked and started counting birds, and then looking around for birds. And then all of a sudden, I heard a very loud sound. I knew it was a bird call. That was the first time for me to hear that sound. And then it appeared from my left. 4 birds. 4 birds just walked in front of me. So unfamiliar. They looked so different. Then it was a heart-stopping moment because I knew it was something different.
This near-flightless red-legged bird was indeed something different. A species new to the scientific world, in fact. The Kalayaan rail, as it was soon named, was recorded for the first time on an island in the north of the Philippines in 2004. It was yet another addition to the long list of plants and animals that have been discovered in the country during the last decade.
Tingin ko yung pagkakita namin ng isang kakaibang klase ng ibon sa Kalayaan ay isa sa mga pruweba na daming klase talaga ng uri ng buhay o ng biodiversity dito sa ating bansa. At simula nung nakita rin natin ang Kalayaan Rail, marami pang nadidescribe na mga uri ng hayop. May mga ilang daga na describe, na diskubre. Meron din yung parrot. So, unti-unti pa nasa proseso pa tayo ng pagdiskubre o pagkaalam sa ating totoong biodiversity.
For instance, only in the last 10 years, we probably found more than 80, maybe close to 100 new species of amphibians, reptiles, forest mice or rodents, birds, plants, insects, only in the last 10 years, probably more. This is just my estimate.
And ongoing species discoveries in the Philippines continue to astound the scientific community.
May isang bundok, may 3, 4, 5, 6 na new species depende sa mga lugar. And every time na pupunta kami, may mga ganyan mga surprises. Yan. So, marami pa tayo madidiscover dito.
Actually, yung rate of discovery of new species in the Philippines is very high. It's one of the highest actually in Southeast Asia compared sa ibang bansa like like Malaysia or Indonesia. At par or kapantay natin sila in terms of discovery of new species.
Sabi nga, 10 times the Galapagos and probably even more because we're still discovering new species. We're still adding more to the list. And basically that's still yung stage natin is scratching the surface pa lang.
Carmela offers one reason why new species are still being discovered so often in the Philippines.
Because the Philippines, as you know, is an archipelago. It's composed of thousands of islands. And most of the scientific explorations and expeditions that have occurred in the past century, they've all been made in the larger islands. So the bigger islands like Luzon, Panay, Mindanao, Mindoro, Samar, Leyte, not the smaller islands. So in a way, it shows that the whole of the Philippines is an unexplored place.
With countless habitats across the Philippines still unexplored. Perhaps it is no wonder that the country is still yielding new species. But probably the most important reason why new orchids, tree frogs, and your flightless birds are still being recorded in the Philippines is because the job of discovering all of the species here is so big. There are just so many of them.
Siguro naman, wala namang contention doon sa claim na the Philippines is one of the most diverse in terms of species na maging hayop at mga halaman sa buong mundo. So, kumbaga, kayang ipaglaban natin. At mukhang wala namang yatang sasalubong sa atin when we make the claims.
We look at biodiversity, the entire Philippines is so diverse. In most of the international conferences I've seen, most scientists, if they think about the Philippines, it's the biodiversity.
Scientists around the world agree that the Philippines has a very high level of biological diversity or biodiversity. A biologist explains what the term biodiversity means to her.
Biodiversity is the web of life. It's the thin layer of all living things, including us, which live on planet Earth. And this includes humans, animals, fungi, plants, and microbes.
If then, scientists are impressed by the number of different animals, plants, fungi, and microbes in the Philippines, what evidence of their great diversity can we see? Leonard Cole, a botanist at the University of the Philippines, has expert knowledge on the flowering plants of his country. He compares their unusual diversity with that of the plants on nearby Malay Peninsula, which has long been famous for its abundant plant and animal life.
Number, lagyan natin 8,000 species. That is only equivalent to the number of flowering plant species known from peninsular Malaysia, which is about 100,000 square kilometers land area, roughly a third, one-third na mas maliit kaysa Pilipinas. And yet, as flowering plant flora ng Malay Peninsula and the Philippines is essentially the same. I can't believe that.
And great diversity of species is evident within certain groups of flowering plants too. Orchids, for instance.
Like I mentioned, the Philippines is blessed with so many orchid species, 1,136, 1,137, depending on who you read. Also, the Philippines is the center of evolution of Phalaenopsis. Why? Because we have the most a number of species.
The story is similar for the animals of the Philippines. The country is home to 5 times more mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians than would be expected on the basis of its small size.
Sa ngayon kasi, ang mga scientifico, yung mga tinatawag ng herpetologists na nag-aaral ng amphibians and reptiles, they are still trying to understand how many species there are actually in the Philippines. May mga estimates kasi before na maliit lang, mababa, 50 species, 56, and so on. Although ngayon, na-discover na namin at ang mga iba pang mga